Hey guys, how's it going? Here on the scene with the cool nerd Tony T.
Saw, dude.
And I'm Jimmy Lopez. On the scene, here today, just for you, with the new movie review.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! The Nacho Man.
He didn't have nachos today. He had the popcorn.
Yeah, I was him, the popcorn kid over here.
Yeah.
Also known as the popcorn kid.
Yes, that's me.
So, I'm gonna let Tony take it, but I will just give the introduction to this one. We just saw, it's called Rings. You know, I think.
Oh, what a clever fucking title! Wow, just add a fucking S at the end, why don't you?
I think this is like part 5,000, is it? Or something like that?
It's like part 4.
I don't know.
I know there was like The Ring, Ring 2, like a Japanese movie. So, I'm actually gonna start with this. This movie is all over the place. Oh, I don't even know where to fucking begin. Let's start out with the acting. The acting is somewhat salvageable. It's not particularly great.
Yeah.
But there's some people that are trying their best with what they've got. The guy that played Gabriel, I do not know the actor's name, but I've seen him in stuff before. He had, like, when he was leaving the movie, I was like, please don't fucking do this. I don't want to sit through this anymore. Mm-hmm. That guy was really good. The girl who they got to play the main character is not that bad.
Yeah, she's pretty
I
good.
didn't think she was bad. The
what she had, yeah.
The boyfriend, however, I thought was just
Cliche.
yeah, he was cliche.
I love you. Where are you?
The time frames all over the place, the pacing's all over the place. And when he's done, we're just going to straight up spoil the goddamn movie because we have to talk about what the fuck happened. So okay,
We'll give you a warning about the spoiler alert when we start on
yeah,
this,
yeah,
okay?
yeah. Well, I will give you the spoiler warning, but like I said, I thought the first 20 minutes of this was actually pretty decent. Like, they were on the plane in the beginning, then it cuts to Gabriel trying to figure out this footage, and then once they dive into what Gabriel was doing with the experimental part of it, that's where this movie just started straight up going downhill. Like, it was nothing but downhill spirals for this movie.
I forget the actor's name who played Gabriel, but he's the one that played the boyfriend to Darlene on the show, on the Roseanne Barr show.
I'll look him up right now.
Yeah, he's a very how would you say experienced actor.
Yeah.
I can do with his acting. That's fine. Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll jump in.
Let me just start with, this movie had possibilities. And what I mean by that, it could have had an ending that would have made you go, oh, good, finally, there's closure to this story. You can even still make another one, but at least this could have gave you closure, but there's no closure to it. It really looked like it was going on that avenue where you're like, oh, wow, kind of like how Stallone finally brought closure to Rambo and brought closure to Rocky. You know, finally, it's done, you know.
But at least Rambo was a good franchise. Like, come on.
I know that, but...
and the guy that played Gabriel was Johnny Galecki, the guy on The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Another thing, too, as far as scaring it, this ain't scary at all. I mean, for you girlies out there, and you know, if you guys want to take your girlfriend to see it, yeah, they'll get scared. But it's your typical, you know, when you get gazed on one scene where the character's looking at something and the typical, hey, what are you doing? And you think it's the monster, but it's just a person. I mean,
it's a fucking jump scare is what it is.
I mean, that's all it is.
God damn it.
I mean, these movies are all the same now. I mean, I don't understand. If you were looking and we were out in the middle of the, I wouldn't just come up to you and be like, "Hey, Tony!"
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right. I'd be like, "Hey, Jimmy, there's something over there."
I mean, if I was, I'd be like, "Hey, Tony, I'm walking to you. I'm gonna touch your shoulder, so don't think it's some monster getting ready to kill you."
Okay, I'll shank you at the end, anyways.
Yeah. No, just your typical. Nothing surprised about it. I mean,
it's just cliche.
Yeah, it's more than cliche. It's cliche and very predictable. You already know. You're like, okay, there's nothing in the closet. Someone's gonna be behind it, and that's not scary anymore. It's just like, but you know what? With all that around, somehow I was somewhat interested because I thought I might have known where they were going with this, and in the end, you will be like, just another Ring movie.
Oh, I screamed, fuck you.
Just for you. Hold
This ending is probably the worst ending I've seen in a long fucking time.
Yeah, that's and what makes it even worse is because, like I said, you think, oh, they're finally going with this, finally, and you just get your typical ending again. That's what makes it even worse.
Right.
So I would say out of 5 stars, I'm gonna give it a 1.5 stars.
Second 0 of the year. Second 0 of the fucking year. We're off to a great start. Off to a great fucking start.
Once again, if you guys want to take your girlfriend to see it, they'll still get a scare out of it and jump into your arms. So that's where I go, okay, 1.5 stars. Especially if you go at night in the dark, hey, that's, it's cool.
Go in the morning when it's $5 fucking. Just go in the morning. Like, for fuck's sake. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh,
Okay.
Wait, are we going with spoilers
Yes,
now?
we are. We're going with the spoilers.
If you don't want to hear anymore, shut it off. We're going to talk with some spoilers and fuck up the whole movie because this was really kind of a fucked up movie, okay?
Okay, honestly, it really doesn't fucking matter because if you even care for these two people are going to spoil the Ring movies.
Yeah, no, like I said, we're giving you the spoiler alert. But once again, even with the spoiler, if you guys want to take your girlfriend to go search, she can hug on your arm and be a little scared. It's still good for that. And I guess if you ain't got nothing else to watch.
Like us. We had nothing else to watch. It was... Okay, so it was between The Space Between Us or Rings, and I chose Rings, and I'm fucking pissed that I didn't choose The Space Between Us.
I'm starting to think we should have watched.
Yeah, I'm starting to think we should have done that too.
A Dog's Purpose was even way better than this, and
dude, a dog's Purpose we both pitched up at.
Let's not go there. Again.
Okay, let's not go down that road. So
don't go there.
So the ending of this movie is, how can I say, but
it gives you the impression that you finally got closure to the story because supposedly they freed her soul.
It doesn't even give you closure. It's just like, okay, like it shows the guy on the laptop and it shows him trying to research what like this Morse code of some sorts. He's typing in the code, and then all of a sudden the girl steps out of the shower. Now, the girl has something on her hand, like right here.
Braille.
And she starts peeling it back, and I was like, don't tell me they're fucking going here. And that's exactly what they do. They go down that road. They try to make it so, oh, this is a horror franchise, and this is how it's gonna be. This is gonna make money. No, it's not, because if it keeps getting reviews like this, it's gonna be a fucking piece of shit, which it already is.
You know what I just realized? Okay, this movie gives it, once again, spoiler alert.
We've already given the spoiler alert.
I know, but listen up. This movie really gives the impression, like how it's advocated in some of the other movies, that this girl was tortured and she went through hell and all this stuff. You know what? This movie will show you she fucking deserved that shit, because you get the impression that all she's trying to do is get somebody, her savior, to go in there and find her body you finally find out who her father is in this movie. That gets kind of weird too. It was a little clever at first, and then you're like, oh, okay, fine. He's had her body, her bones the whole time, and that's the reason why they need to burn the bones and the body to set her free. And she even comes out with a soft voice talking to her savior Julia, who turns into her, I guess, at the end, and saying, "Don't leave me." And you're like, oh, finally, she comes out and kills her father, and saves Julia, because she's the one that brought it all to this logical closure point here.
And everybody in the theater is screaming, "Hooray!
Hooray!" She said, "No, this bitch did all this." And I guess they warned you in the movie, because like the father was saying, you don't know this bitch. This bitch will fucking come at you and unleash hell on the world. I guess he knew her better than anybody. No wonder they locked her up. This bitch deserved it. All this thing she went through and showing her the vision, and she helped her supposedly freed her soul. No. All she wanted to do was take over this girl's body. She's not a relative. She's not some kind of Disney where she's able to take her body. No. She just, all this just to get into her body. And, I guess ever since when she showed up in the movie, the star of it, for some reason, that whole video that they watch, it's completely different. You get to see the original where the girl's combing her hair and jumps into and kills herself, but now it's a whole new thing. Like they're inventing a whole new Julia scenario. So it's like,
it's a QuickTime file now instead of a VHS.
You know what I get? You know what I don't get?
It's a QuickTime file.
No, yeah, but Ghosts are really good with technology. I mean, Ghosts can rule the technocracy world.
Yeah!
How the fuck do they
Dude!
make this new video that's happening implements itself onto the old video? We don't know how. I mean, in the afterlife, do they have like can they hack and go into?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just even with that in mind, you're like, okay, I can go with that. But what I can't go with is you're giving me the same fucking ending that you gave us in the last 4,000 other movies, and that is one little evil bitch. She deserved what she got. Somebody needs to kill her completely.
This movie is just in one word. The way to describe this movie is baffling.
Yeah.
Because you think of all the decisions that they went with. You think of all the clever places that if you were behind the cameras, you could have went. Like, and I understand now why this film was pushed back multiple fucking times. This movie was supposed to come out in October around Halloween.
I mean, this little girl.
Then they pushed it back to December, and then 3 weeks before the movie comes out, they're like, "Oh, here's the trailer for Rings."
Okay, this little girl is nothing but a little evil bitch, but she's not even scary at this point. She's fucking annoying. It's just like,
She's just like this. Hello,
yeah.
how are you?
And the only time you ever see, you don't even see the scary face anymore. It's like all you see is one eye on her.
It's just like this.
And it's supposed to be scary. And that's what the whole movie is. That's all it is.
We just saved you $15 fucking. Now don't see the movie.
I highly recommend not going to see it. If you're going to go see it for $5, and once again, don't get me wrong, guys, you want the girl to jump into your arms at the movies. That's the only thing I can go with. That's the only thing I can go with in this movie.
No, sorry, it ain't getting any points for me. I'm being brutal.
That's because he does have no girlfriend.
No, it's not even that. I'm just being brutal, man.
Mm-hmm.
I call it like I see it.
Yeah.
It's not good. There's a ton of shut the fuck up. There's a ton of better horror movies that are out there, like Don't Breathe. There's a ton of other good generic horror movies. There's a lot of other stuff out there that you can watch other than this bullshit that we just sat through.
Okay, then let's give A Dog's Purpose the serious thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give this movie the serious finger. All right?
Oh, you're giving it a fuck you?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, guys. That's
Give
all
him
the
the
time.
bird.
That's all the time we got right now. Once again, the movie sucks. It just sucks. It sucks. The production sucks. Everything just sucks.
It's dog shit.
We suck for going to see it.
Well,
Well, he sucks. Okay.
well, we don't.
Well, I don't. All right, guys. Check y'all later. Bye.
Bye.